503 of the daily Bible reading. I just had to restart it for any of you that got on earlier, and I had no sound, but somebody was nice enough to tell me that I wasn't coming through loud and clear, and so I just had to restart the thing. I hate when that happens, but I probably should do a trial run before I get on here. Hey, Bridget, how are you? I'm seething right now. Ugh. Finding out what Riverview High School is, some of the moron teachers there are teaching our kids, coming against our president. And I'm a little bit angry right now, and I might have to, hey, Waylon, I might have to run for school board or something, gather up a bunch of people and let's go turn some tables over, turn some things around. Sick of it. I'm just sick of it. Thank God my grandkids are smart enough. They're smarter than these morons that they got in there, And, oh yeah, I know. You'd think a little rural school like this would be okay, but obviously not. Oh boy, they're getting me fired up, I guess, Don't come against President Trump. How can anybody love that thing that's getting out of the, the one that we've had for the past 4 years? My God, you got to be a stupid person. Stupid person to even before that. I don't even know. I don't even have words for somebody that likes what we just had in there for the past 4 years. You just got to be, an evil, stupid person. There, I said it. It's my Facebook. I can say what I want. So there, I really think I'm going to. I'm sick of these liberal idiots taking over when Jesus told us to occupy. I have grandkids in those schools, I mean, seriously. My grandkids, like you, thank God you're keeping them home, Bridget. They're not being indoctrinated with foolishness, evil, idiots. Got a bunch of morons in there, man, teaching our kids. And then we send our kids to school and say, you better listen to the teacher. So the poor kids, they go in there and they're trying to listen to the teacher, and they get indoctrinated with the wrong stuff. So, no. It's time for some Christian people to rise up and go into these places and overturn the tables, I'm done. Man, I'm pissed right now, to say it mildly. Don't get me mad, this kind of stuff really, I don't even have words. Well, it's very upsetting. But I got on here to read the Bible, and I might just be heading towards running for school board. Get ready. You know what I'm saying? I'll get a job reading the news on the radio, and then I'm going to go to the school board. That should not be allowed. That teacher, I need to just shut my mouth, because I need to investigate further and then go in there and cause some problems. It's a good thing I'm a grandparent and not a parent, but, these grandparents, you got to watch out for them, If you don't like President Trump, get out of here. Go move to another country. Please. Go move to another country. I can't believe that people in a rural county like where we live. I could see it in LA or some stupid place like that, but not in a rural area like I live in. You have morons everywhere. These liberal, a moron is a stupid person. I don't know, besides cussing, I don't think I can explain any further what they are, I'm really upset, though. Don't be teaching my kids that crap. Thank God my kids and my grandkids know better. Thank God. But it's a shame that your tax dollars are paying for these more these liberal idiots to be in our schools. They should all go to a liberal place. All the liberals just hang out together. Go move to California or some of these New England states. Go there and live. But we don't want you here in our rural county, of Coshocton. Oh, boy. Anyway, that's a great way to start the Bible reading, isn't it? But Jesus said, occupy until I come. You better believe it. We've been praying every day at the River Church, so we're really going to have to hammer it. I know Pastor has given us prayer points, but we really need to hammer it with the school system. And all those liberal morons can leave. And we will get teachers in there that are good Christian. There's some Christian people in there, but we need it infiltrated with Christians. When I felt to take the kids out, I felt in my spirit, even after COVID, it'll still get worse in the school. Oh, yeah, well, you're right. Thank God. Thank God you kept them home. And they're good kids. Full of the love of God. But seriously, I always told my kids, you better listen to the teacher. Do what the teacher says. Well, if the teacher's in there, they need to keep it on the truth, but they don't. Because those idiots, I'm telling you, the worst thing that you can do is send your child to a liberal college. That's the worst thing you can do, is send them to, because it's full. These colleges are full of these liberal devils, is what they are. They're devils. They're full of the devil, these people are. Colleges are full of them. Well, they just had a bomb threat or something over here in Newark today, in the Licking Valley, I think it was. One of those schools, Zanesville or Licking Valley, one of them. They had a suspicious package. They put all the kids in. They put them all in the cafeteria. That's stupid, isn't it? If my kid would have been in there, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Let's just put them all in the cafeteria instead of removing them from the building. Just in case the bomb goes off, it'll. This one thing I don't like too is how they're building these big schools and putting all the students in one building. That's dumb. That's one thing I've always loved about the rural area. You have all these schools that are spread out into different areas of the county. You don't want all these kids in one building. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's stupid. Stupid. Just because of things like that. If all your kids in the county are in one building, you understand? Yeah, it's time. It's time to definitely. We got to get some serious prayer going for the schools. And teach your kids at home. Teach them at home like Trump's a good president. If some moron teacher tells you he's not, then complain to the principal or complain to your parents or do something. And then us parents and grandparents, we need to do something about it. I'm really upset about it. I probably shouldn't even be on here right now. I'm going to be doing some investigating for the teacher at Riverview High School. Yeah. Oh my goodness. They should not be allowed to come against our president. If they would have done that when I was a kid, if you came against your president, you could be put in prison for that. I don't know what's happened. Now they can go in the schools and come against the president in front of the kids, try to indoctrinate them. What happened to the laws? You know what I'm saying? And then you got a parent that don't want to vaccinate their kids, so they put them in jail or take the kids from them. This is screwed up, man. Big time screwed up. It's time to get some things turned around. That's what I do know. Wow. Okay, enough of my. It's not even a rant. I'm pissed off. Don't get me mad. You know what I mean? Time for me to run for school board. Time for me to Get some stuff stirred up around this Coshocton County. Riverview School District. Probably just like the country, though, you know. You try to bring something to everybody's attention. They don't do nothing about it. How's all these morons for the past 4 years gotten away with everything they got away? They should all be in prison right now. How did they get away with all this? You know? And then for somebody, you gotta be an evil moron, is all I can say. I know some people are getting offended. Oh, that hurts my ears. Oh, Linda. Just get off my Facebook. I really don't want people that are offended over truth to be, get off, just go. Block me, delete, whatever you gotta do. Just go. You know? If you got that tender of ears, really. Some people get upset because I don't read out the King James Version. My God. There should be some more important things to be getting offended about these days. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm going to read the Bible. Day 503. Oh, boy. Isaiah chapter 6. I'm going to read out the New Living Translation. You know, the thing is, you go in there and you complain. And what are they going to do? Give the kid a hard time the rest of the school year. That's what they're going to do. So we got to start at the other level. We got to go in to the school board or in positions in the school and get this thing turned around. Because when they get in that classroom with that door closed, you don't know what they're telling these kids. I'm all about cameras in the schoolroom. And if the parents want to tune in and listen to what the teacher's saying, I think that's what needs to happen. Yep. And then when your kid comes home and say, teacher's saying so-and-so, you know, you could go and listen to the recording of it, you know, with the principal. And if that teacher said it, bye-bye. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think needs to happen. There's cameras everywhere else. It's not like it's in the bathroom. Put it right on that teacher. And let's hear what these teachers are telling these kids. I'm telling you guys, something needs to change. I'm beyond angry right now. Coming against President Trump. Yeah, that Trump, convict Trump, I don't even know how he's going to get security. Are you kidding me? You said this in a classroom? Hello. Unreal. All right, Isaiah chapter 6. It was in the year King Uzziah died that I saw the Lord. He was sitting on a lofty throne, and the train of his robe filled the temple. Attending him were mighty seraphim, each having 6 wings. With 2 wings they covered their faces. With 2 they covered their feet, and with 2 they flew. They were calling out to each other, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of heaven's armies. The whole earth is filled with his glory. Their voices shook the temple to its foundations, and the entire building was filled with smoke, which some of these no-point churches, you know, the church with no point, is trying to imitate the glory of the Lord with their stupid fog machines. We have a church right here that, you know, some lady says, oh, I just feel like I'm going to a rock concert every Sunday. What are you talking? And that's exactly what it's like. You walk into that building, it's like walking into a nightclub. They got their smoke machine, they got their rock band up there, it's dark, so stupid dark in there you can't even see anything. That's awful. Awful. Why do you got to imitate a nightclub? Well, you know, Linda, we need to make it more socially acceptable. We need to draw people in. No, you're a moron. Just like the teacher that said that about our president. You know? But they're trying to imitate the glory of the Lord. The smoke filled the temple, so they fill it up with stupid fog machines. Morons, man. But the devil has an imitation for everything, you know. Oh, brother. Then I said, it's all over. I'm doomed, for I am a sinful man. I have filthy lips, and I live among a people with filthy lips. Yet I have seen the King, the Lord of heaven's armies. Then one of the seraphim flew to me with a burning coal he had taken from the altar with a pair of tongs. He touched my lips with it and said, see, this coal has touched your lips. Now your guilt is removed and your sins are forgiven. Then I heard the Lord asking, whom shall I send as a messenger to this people? Who will go for us? I said, here I am, send me. And he said, yes, go and say to this people, listen carefully, but do not understand. Watch closely, but learn nothing. Harden the hearts of these people, plug their ears and shut their eyes. That way they will not see with their eyes, nor hear with their ears, nor understand with their hearts, and turn to me for healing. Then I said, Lord, how long will this go on? And he replied, until their towns are empty, and their houses are deserted, and the whole country is a wasteland, until the Lord has sent everyone away, and the entire land of Israel lies deserted. If even a tenth, a remnant, survive, it will be invaded again and burned. But as a terebinth or oak tree leaves a stump when it is cut down, so Israel's stump will be a holy seed. All right. Okay. Glory to God. All right, guys, I was so upset when I got on here that, I almost forgot to share this on the daily Bible reading. You know, I have that Facebook group. You might want to join that if you haven't already. Daily Bible reading with Linda Weber Facebook group. What do you guys think about that, though? Don't you think we should get some people and let's go to the school? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. The bullying, all that stuff. Man, I'm telling you. All right. I'm going to get over here. We do have a meeting at the church tonight, so if I could get done here, I might just get my car and go over there. Which I probably will. You know? 7 o'clock, guys. If you're in the Coshocton area, you want to get over to the River Church because we have overflow. Pastor Zach is going to be doing the overflow meeting tonight. So you don't want to miss that. Okay. All right, I think I'm good. Hopefully I don't miss any of you guys. All right, day 503, I read Isaiah 6. And we're going to read Psalm 143. I'll just go ahead and stay in the New Living Translation. And then we're going to go over to Revelation. Right now we're in the 23rd book of the Old Testament. In Isaiah, we've read Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, 1 Kings, 2 Kings, 1 Chronicle, 2 Chronicle, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalm, Proverb, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, and now Isaiah. That's where we're at in the Old Testament. And then we go into Psalm or Proverbs and read one chapter. I'm going to read Psalm 143. David wrote this. Hear my prayer, O Lord. Listen to my plea. Answer me because you are faithful and righteous. Don't put your servant on trial, for no one is innocent before you. My enemy has chased me. He has knocked me to the ground and forces me to live in darkness like those in the grave. I'm losing all hope. I'm paralyzed with fear. I remember the days of old. I ponder all your great works and think about what you have done. I lift my hands to you in prayer. I thirst for you as parched land thirsts for rain. Come quickly, Lord, and answer me, for my depression deepens. Don't turn away from me, or I will die. Let me hear of your unfailing love each morning, for I am trusting you. Show me where to walk, for I give myself to you. Rescue me from my enemies, Lord. I run to you to hide me. Teach me to do your will, for you are my God. May your gracious spirit lead me forward on a firm footing. For the glory of your name, O Lord, preserve my life. Because of your faithfulness, bring me out of this distress. In your unfailing love, silence all my enemies and destroy all my foes, for I am your servant. That's Psalm 143. And then in Revelation, I'm going to read out of my Bible, my actual paper Bible. Because I have some notes, and I'm on here reading the Bible, but I'm not. Sometimes I'll talk a little bit, or I'll teach or preach, but but I'm not trying to study like a study. See Peaches back there? All right, but I do have some notes in my paper Bible of Revelation chapter 6. I'm going to read this a little bit. So the tribulation starts when the peace treaty is signed, okay? So, and that's in Daniel chapter 9, verse 27. Now, in Revelation chapter 5, this is the New King James Version that I'm reading out of. Now I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard one of the 4 living creatures saying with a voice like thunder, "Come and see." Now this is the tribulation, this chapter, and the rise of the Antichrist, okay? And I looked, and behold, a white horse. He who sat on it had a bow, and a crown was given to him, and he went out conquering and to conquer. So then that's the first seal. The rise of the Antichrist, the tribulation starts, and Daniel 9:27 goes along with that. Then the second seal is war. That would be the conflict on the earth. Verse 3. When he opened the second seal, I heard the second living creature saying, "Come and see." Another horse, fiery red, went out, and it was granted to the one who sat on it to take peace from the earth. So the peace is removed from the earth. Guys, I believe in pre-trib rapture, that we're going to be taken out of here before that 7 years of tribulation period. So some people will say mid-trib, post-trib. Have fun with that. Have at it. But there's nowhere in the Bible that specifically says when. There's a few scriptures we can go by, but pre-trib is my stance on it. And I'm out of here. Okay. So, and then we'll be in heaven with Jesus for that 7 years, and then we're going to return with him at his second coming. And that is when Jesus is coming, and he'll be here for 1,000 years for the millennium, okay? But once we're out of here, when we are raptured out of here, 1 Thessalonians talks about the taking up of the church. Once that happens, we're going to be with the Lord forever. So, it's awesome. When he opened the second seal, I heard the second living creature say, "Come and see." I just read that. But anyway, another horse, fiery red, went out, and it was granted to the one who sat on it to take peace from the earth, and that people should kill one another. And there was given to him a great sword. So the third seal is when there's going to be a famine. When he opened the third seal, I heard the third living creature say, "Come and see." So I looked, and behold, a black horse. And he who sat on it had a pair of scales in his hand. And I heard a voice in the midst of the 4 living creatures saying, "A quart of wheat for a denarius, and 3 quarts of barley for a denarius, and do not harm the oil and the wine." So that's going to be famine. Let's see, this one, verse 5. A loaf of wheat bread or 3 loaves of barley will cost a day's pay. That's what the New Living Translation says. Now the fourth seal, there's going to be pestilence, widespread death on the earth. When he opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the 4th living creature saying, "Come and see." So I looked, and behold, a pale horse or green horse. And the name of him who sat on it was Death, and Hades followed with him. And power was given to them over a fourth of the earth to kill with sword, with hunger, with death, and by the beasts of the earth. Okay, now the fifth seal, the cry of the martyrs, okay? When he opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of those who had been slain for the word of God and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy and true, until you judge and avenge our blood on those who dwell on the earth? Then a white robe was given to each of them, and it was said to them that they should rest a little while longer, until both the number of their fellow servants and their brethren who would be killed as they were completed. And then the sixth seal, the cosmic disturbance, the wrath of God. I looked when he opened the sixth seal, and behold, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became like blood. And the stars of heaven fell to the earth, as a fig tree drops its late figs when it is shaken by a mighty wind. Then the sky receded as a scroll when it is rolled up, and every mountain and every island was moved out of its place. And the kings of the earth, the great men, the rich men, the commanders, the mighty men, every slave and every free man, hid themselves in the caves and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, Fall on us and hide us from the face of him who sits on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath has come, and who is able to stand or survive? All right, that's day 503. See, it always calms you down when you read the Bible, although something's got to be done about the school system. Something's got to be done, guys. All right, well, I'm going to get off of here. That was day 503. So join with us tomorrow for day 504. But as for me, I'm going to be a few minutes late, but I'm going over to the River Church for the Overflow meeting tonight with Pastor Zach. So have a good rest of your night. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you.